Man, thank God this shit was only an hour and 49 minutes. I don't know if I'd have made over 2 hours, man. That shit was brutal. All right, y'all, I just got out of the Equalizer 3, and man, it's been a while, been a minute since I took a nap during the movie, and as you can see, my eyes are probably still red. Man, I walked out the theater, y'all. I had my head down like this because I was embarrassed. I know they heard me. I was doing my ugly snore. Yo, I was even making noises during the snoring that I didn't know I was capable of making. I was making like a high pitch, like almost sound like a pig or something. I was snoring my ass off. So yo, Equalizer 3, I really didn't have high expectations going into this movie because the second one was kind of whack. You know, the second one kind of put me to sleep as well. And I'm watching this one now. It starts out very good. It starts out very gruesomely violent. And I said, okay, all right, I think I can rock with this one. And then about 10 minutes later, I find myself dozing off. So I try to give the movie the benefit of the doubt and say, okay, I did have a McDouble and fry before I came, and a 6-piece nugget. I said, man, maybe the food is kind of holding, you know, wearing me down, and I'm in that recliner, so it's probably that. It's not the movie that the movie's boring, it's just that I ate, right? So, okay, cool. Yo, I slept through about maybe 60% of this movie, to the point where I didn't even know what the plot was. I had to look at the plot when I got in the car. So, yeah, Denzel this time is in Italy. He's friends with these small townspeople, and then the mafia starts fucking with him, and then he gets involved. That's pretty much all I know. If I missed anything, let me know. That's all I know. The mafia comes into the picture, starts doing stuff. Denzel got to show him who the fuck he is. And am I tripping, or, yo, what was going on with Denzel's lip? Did he have like a stroke or something in the second movie? Because I noticed, like, when they do close-ups on him, his lip was kind of like this here, like tipped to the side like that. I didn't know what the hell was going on. Yeah, I'll fuck with Denzel. So I hate to hate on one of his movies, but like I said, I didn't like the second one. Now, that first one was fire. That first Equalizer was like, okay, he gives John Wick a run for his money. But I will give it this over John Wick, though. I will give Equalizer this over John Wick. All right, John Wick is like nonstop bodies hit the floor to the point where you kind of get numb to it. So when you see people get offed, it's normal to you, right? So the Equalizer, being that this movie is just so slow at times, just a very slow burn, then out of nowhere, somebody get a corkscrew from the bottom of their chin, or they get like a knife through the head, and you see the blade go through the eye and shit. You know, like, so when the violence happens, the violence is very brutal here. So I will give it that. When the violence does happen, it catches you off guard, and you're like, God damn. And there is a scene here where I couldn't help but think, I said, yo, Denzel is fucking Jason in this movie, okay? He's Jason Michael Myers, all right? If Jason Michael Myers was in I guess, an action movie, it would be this one. Even to where, you know Jason's signature, after he kills a whole bunch of people, he leaves the bodies all around the house for the last survivor to see, and the survivor gets all freaked out because every time he comes across a body, he sees how they got, that was here, okay? With a little touch of Scarface and a little sprinkle of Die Hard in there that has to do with bare feet and glass. But overall, yeah, this movie was a snooze. Had the personality of a wet mop, same as the second one. But it's sad because I fuck with Antoine Fuqua and I fuck with Denzel, but this ain't it, y'all. This just ain't it. It didn't do it for me. I slept through it. I'm sorry. It's probably gonna be people that's gonna really dig the movie. Look, after John Wick 4, it's hard to go back to average action movies again. This movie felt very average. This felt like something that could have been on HBO back in the 90s. This feels like a made for HBO 90s film. That's all I can say about it. Equalizer 3, shit, I gave that second one a D. This is right up there with the second movie, man. I mean, I think I enjoyed the violence a little bit more in this one. So I'm going to give it a C-. Below average, man. I mean, I would give it a D, but I can't diss Denzel like that. He's too much of a legend. But yeah, just because of my respect for Denzel, I'm gonna give it a C-. But y'all, I didn't care for this movie, y'all. But I slept pretty good. I snored loud and made noises that I didn't know I could make. That's it, and that's all. I'm out.